So what you're going to be able to see today is selection of the Shippo app inside the app marketplace. Once they've got that registered, there's the user configuration aspect where they'll enter things like warehouse, the shipping address, and including a Shippo API token, which is necessary to interact with Shippo, right? And we have our own custom authentication mechanism under the covers. Once we get that set up, then they'll be able to show the use of the integration. Today, we've got the quote endpoint implemented.
Okay, can everyone see my screen? Wicked. Move the eyes around. There we go. Okay, so first, should we start? I'll show you in the App Store. So yeah, essentially that's just from My Applications, searching Shippo, the app is available. And then obviously we can go to integrations, and I've already got one there, but I'll quickly show you. We can then search for that and integrate. So if I do Shippo um, test, it's different to before, but anyway, that should have brought up the did earlier the integration wizard where we can set essentially the contact, the Shippo API, and what we're using at the moment, which is for sender details, which is around the question that Andy has. Um, and then if we go out of there into the open orders, if I then click on shipping, get quotes, and run quotes, yeah, we can then see quotes returning, bit to do on the naming conventions and allowing the service name to be in front. But essentially, yeah, we're getting the quotes returned. Brilliant. Okay, so last session I showed you the installation of the app. So if I just go to the integrations, we've got three different versions running at the moment, but we're going to be concentrating on this one, the develop environment app. So nothing much changed here. We just got the Shippo API token and essentially a sender's address. And then we've got our services, of which we've mapped three at the moment. We have got the vendor name appended to the service name just to make it clearer to the user, what they're selecting. So if I just now go through, sorry, just one thing extra here. There is the extras obviously to each service, like dangerous goods, etc., etc. That's something we've still got to map and organize with Shippo. I think Shippo, you've got just a list of specific ones that need to come through, so that still needs to be resolved. If I then come over to orders, I've already mapped those to the correct service, but I'll show you the shipping get quotes. Right, run. We can see that 6 were returned. There's an ongoing issue. If I do select one of those, we'll get an error returned, but I'm able to essentially print the label by just assigning the service through here. What was I using? Yep, that one. And then if I print shipping label into PDF, we are getting the label returned. And then I come back into the manifest. I wonder whether I have already done that. I was worried about that before, doing too much testing before the call. You want to make sure it works. No, here we go. Then I can, file it. I'll show you the print consignments first. So yeah, we're able to see the consignments. File manifest. And voila. And then I believe if I go into the filed manifest, then we can see obviously the ones prior today that were done, but that's the one that we just did. So that's pretty much the end-to-end test of where we are at the moment.